Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we read through the boring corporate filings so you don't have to. Today we are looking at a company that just had some directors leave and a shareholder vote, so maybe things are about to get interesting or maybe not. Let's find out. So what's on the agenda for today? We're diving deep into Ampco-Pittsburgh Corporation's recent filing. It looks like there have been some changes in the boardroom and a key vote that might reshape the company's future. This is important because if some key people leave a company or if shareholders change how things work, this may significantly change what the company does, how profitable it is, or if it is even around at all in the future. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where we can discuss all of this in more detail. First, let's talk about the boardroom shuffle. Two directors, Frederick DeSanto and Stephen Paul, decided to step down from the board, effective May 15, 2025. They were part of the class of 2026. Also, Mr. DeSanto used to be on the finance and investment committees. They're also stepping down from that at the same time. The company says that their leaving wasn't because of any disagreement with the company or the board, and Mr. Paul used to be on the finance and investment committee of the board, and Mr. Paul used to be on the compensation and finance and investment committee of the board, and Mr. Paul used to be on the compensation and finance and investment committee of the board, and Mr. Paul used to be on the compensation and finance and investment committee of the board, and Mr. Paul used to be on the compensation and finance and investment committee of the board, and Mr. Paul used to be on the compensation and finance and investment committee of the board, and Mr. Paul used to be on the compensation and finance and investment committee's additions. The board decided to reduce its size from 10 to 8 directors. So instead of replacing them, they just reduced the size of the board. Maybe they felt that they didn't need that many people, or they wanted to save on the expenses of paying the board, decided to reduce its size from 10 to 8 directors. So instead of replacing them, they... Next up, we have the approval of the 2016 Omnibus Incentive Plan. Think of this plan as a way for the company to give rewards to its directors, officers, and employees, usually in the form of stock or options to buy stock. The goal is to motivate them to work harder and increase the company's value, because when the company does well, they do well too. The shareholders voted in favor of some changes to this plan. This change increases the number of shares available for delivery under the plan by 500,000 shares, so the company can give out more shares to its executives. Why is this important? Well, it can tell you what the company does well, they do well too. The shareholders voted in favor of some changes to this plan. This change increases the number of shares available for delivery under the plan by 500,000 shares. So the company can give out more shares to its executives. Why is this important? Well, it can tell you what the company is going to be focused on in the future. If they are giving their executives reasons to drive the stock price up, it means that... Now, let's move on to the results of the shareholder votes from the annual meeting held on May 8, 2025. Basically, here are some of the key things shareholders voted on and how that vote went. First, the election of 3 directors, Robert De Mitchai, William Lieberman, and Lawrence Paul, for terms expiring in 2028. These are just regular votes on people that the shareholders are generally okay with. Most people voted for them. Next, there was a non-binding vote on executive compensation. Think of this as a yay or an how much the top bosses are getting paid. In this case, 14-3, 43, 13 pad ikam passion, it may mean that they disapprove of the performance of the executives or just want to send a message to the board. And shareholders also voted to approve the amended incentive plan that we talked about before. There were 14,626,028 votes for versus 81,891 votes against. So the vast majority of shareholders are on board with it. Finally, the appointment of BDO USA as the independent accounting firm was ratified with 17,522,087 votes for and 58,000 once for and 52,087 votes for and 52,087 votes for and 58 sublate. Proving an accounting firm is very important. It's like having someone double check that your business is handling its money and reporting it correctly. So the shareholders are happy with the job that BDO USA is doing. Alright, so what do we make of all of this? The departure of the directors might signal some internal shifts or just these directors wanting to do something else. But it is hard to know from this filing alone. The approval of the incentive plan and the shareholder votes show a general alignment between the management and the shareholder votes, show a general alignment between the management and the shareholders, which is usually a good thing. Overall, Ampco-Pittsburgh seems to be steering a steady course, with some minor adjustments along the way. They are not going gangbusters, but they are also not in any kind of obvious trouble. So what do you think about these changes and votes? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more insights into the world of corporate filings. And don't forget to join our Discord community. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.